Hi there, I'm Randy Watkins and this is Star Painter. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to show you about 45 of my paintings.
Hi there, I'm star painter Randy Watkins, and I'm here to share some of my collection with you. This is my autographed Angelina Jolie portrait. I got her to sign my painting at the premiere for Salt in the summer of 2010 out in front of the Grauman's Chinese Theater. This is my Robert Downey Jr. autographed painting. He signed it for me at the premiere for Due Date in front of the Grauman's Chinese Theater. In fact, everything on this wall, I was virtually standing in the same spot when I got all these stars to sign these paintings. This is John Malkovich. He signed it at the premiere for Secretariat when I was standing in the same spot. This is my autographed Leonardo DiCaprio. He signed it for me at the premiere of Inception in the late summer of 2010. This is my autographed Tom Cruise. Tom signed it for me again when I was standing in the same spot. This was at the premiere for Mission Impossible 3. Well, we should know the year, 2007 maybe. I love the painting, and I'm real fortunate that everybody signed him, and I got lucky again. This is my Taylor Lautner. He signed it for me just a few months ago at the premiere for Abduction on Hollywood Boulevard as well. This is my autographed Steven Spielberg. I just love Spielberg, love his movies. He's the greatest movie maker there ever is, ever was, ever will be. And I painted this about 15 years ago and was just lucky enough to get him to autograph it for me in June of 2011 at the premiere for Super 8. This is my Harrison Ford autographed portrait. I was real lucky to get him to sign it for me this day. He signed it for me at the premiere for A Hollywood Homicide in Westwood in 2003. This is my Elizabeth Taylor autograph painting. Ms. Taylor signed it for me on February 14th, 2000. It was Valentine's Day, and it was the day when Carol Bayer Sager got her star on Hollywood Boulevard, and Elizabeth Taylor was her guest, and was very fortunate, of course, to get this autograph. This is my autographed Drew Barrymore portrait. She signed it for me at the premiere for Going the Distance in the summer of 2010. This is my autographed Jack Nicholson portrait. He signed it for me at the Riviera Country Club golf course on a Meet the Celebrities golf tournament. This is my autographed Robert Redford. He signed it for me at the premiere for Lions for Lambs, and I love to get famous teams. I wish I would have painted Paul Newman and got him to autograph it. Unfortunately, I didn't, but I'm very happy at Mr. Redford signing this painting for me. This is my autographed Sylvester Stallone. Mr. Stallone signed this for me in 1996 or thereabouts at a talk show in Los Angeles. John J. Rambo was the greatest of the tough guys. Love him, loved the whole Rambo series, and was very, very happy to get Stallone to sign this for me. This is my Ellen DeGeneres autograph painting. Ellen signed it for me just a couple months ago at a talk show, not hers, but another one here in Southern California. This is my Jennifer Aniston signed painting. This is my second autograph painting by Ms. Aniston. She signed this one for me at the premiere for Horrible Bosses a few months ago in the summer of 2011. This is my autographed Jay Leno painting. Jay signed this for me in 1993. He signed this at a neighbor's house, actually, when I used to live in Castaic. Love Jay, love the painting. Again, I was lucky to get this signed. I'm lucky to get them all signed, let's face it. Jay was another one. This is my autographed Ron Howard painting. Ron Howard signed this for me at a talk show in Southern California, January 2011. It was a cold winter night, but he came out, he signed it. He was so sweet. Dear man. Talked with his fans. He had no big head about him. It was really, really great to meet him. I was very touched. And as Opie, he co-starred with Don Knotts in the Andy Griffith Show. I was very fortunate to get Don Knotts to sign this when he got his star sometime in the 90s on Hollywood Boulevard, and I met him there that day. I would love to get Andy Griffith, and I got a complete set, but so far that hasn't happened. So, Andy Griffith, I'm looking for you. This is my autographed Rod Stewart painting. This is, as you'll see, my musician collection, or part of it anyway. I was very fortunate. This was probably the luckiest day of my life as far as getting paintings signed. I got Rod Stewart. This was at Elizabeth Taylor's. It was a televised event she had. It was her 65th birthday. It was also an AIDS benefit fundraiser. There was a lot of stars there, but I got my Rod Stewart painting signed at the rehearsal. And at the same event, a couple hours later, Michael Jackson signed my painting. That, of course, that was a huge day. To have either one of these guys alone, but to get them both the same day was really a great day for me. And this was about 3 days after, I think, his first son, Prince, was born. Was the day I got this signed. This is my Alice Cooper. Great guy. Love his music. Grew up on 70s rock and love Alice. And he signed it for me just a few months ago at a talk show, a very favorite talk show of mine. That's where I get a lot of my paintings signed here in Southern California. And Alice liked the painting, and it was just a great day. 3 days after Alice signed that painting, I got Roger Daltrey. I mean, that is huge. I'm grateful for when anybody signs any of these paintings. But to have Roger Daltrey, I mean, you don't get much bigger than The Who. I always loved The Who's music, and it was another fun day. Well, speaking of not getting much bigger than The Who, okay, I can think of one band that was bigger than The Who. That would have been the Beatles, undeniably. This is my autographed Ringo Starr. Real fortunate to get Ringo to sign this for me. He has since stopped signing autographs altogether. He made an announcement, and he doesn't sign anything anymore. So I was very fortunate to get this. But I wasn't able to get my favorite pen into Ringo's hand, and he signed it with his pen. And as you can see, his autograph is disappearing. So, I mean, that's going to kill me when that happens. But with some pens, they just don't last on the paint that's on the canvas. But I got Ringo Starr to sign a painting. That was huge. Here's another one I'm very, very grateful for. I've always loved Elton John. Always loved his music. This is off Caribou. This was off the inside sleeve, this picture. And Caribou was a favorite album of mine. And I waited for Elton for hours, and I kept seeing him drive by back and forth, and I kept waving my painting. Elton, sign my painting! And he finally did, and what a day. What a day that was. This is my autographed Bette Midler. I'm very fortunate to get this one, as all of them. I understand that Bette Midler doesn't sign a lot of anything. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but what happened is I had painted this years ago, and I wasn't able to get her to sign it. About a year ago, a friend of mine that I went to school with, I haven't talked to in 20 years or so, she found out I was doing this, and she says, you ought to paint Bette Midler. I think I can get it signed for you. And I said, well, I have a Bette Midler painting, and she says that her husband is Bette Midler's guitar player. So I got the painting to her, she got it to her husband. Her husband took it to Vegas where they were playing, and got it autographed for me. I was very lucky again. This is my autographed Paula Abdul portrait. She signed it just a few months ago for me. It was at a talk show in Los Angeles, and I just love Paula. She was so sweet. It's really nice to meet these people, and I'm always real thankful that they all stop and sign, but she was such a sweetheart. It was unbelievable. It was really, really a great night. This guy is one of my all-time favorites. Growing up, I was a huge Ted Nugent fan, and I was real fortunate to get Ted to sign this. This is my version of the Cat Scratch Fever album cover. It was in the late 90s, mid-late 90s, and I spent all day waiting, and finally met Ted, and he signed it. It was a great day. Thanks, Ted. And speaking of Paula Abdul back there, American Idol is one of my favorite shows. I love music, and I love the whole concept of American Idol, that they will go to Middle America, give young artists an opportunity to be famous, to make music for us. And they found Crystal Bowersox, and she was just incredible. I love Crystal Bowersox. I was real fortunate. She signed 2 paintings for me. This one she signed and dated December 10th, 2010. Then, in spring of 2011, I got Naima Adedapo to sign a painting for me, and I love Naima's music as well, and I'm still waiting for her CD. It should be coming out soon, hopefully. I was real lucky to get Chaz Bono to sign this painting. Chaz was just recently on Dancing with the Stars, and I heard that Chaz was a little concerned about people selling his autograph. So to prove to Chaz that I wasn't going to sell his autograph, I brought with me my autographed Cher painting that Cher signed for me mid to late 90s at a talk show in Los Angeles. And I don't sell any of these. I keep them all, and I have over 200 of them. I'm here showing you 45 of them today. Anyways, Cher is another very fortunate to get Cher to sign this painting for me. And here is the Red Rocker, Sammy Hagar. Always loved Sammy's music growing up. Great guy, great musician, great artist, great singer. Lucky to get Sammy. This is my autographed Mariah Carey. I got Mariah to sign this for me late 1990s at a talk show here in Southern California. And unfortunately, she used her pen and not mine. And here is her autograph. It's just about completely gone now. Again, I wasn't able to get her to use my pen. But the good thing is, I'll see if I can get her to sign it for me again. Hopefully she can use my pen this time. But I love the painting, love Mariah Carey's music. What a gift this lady has. Beautiful, beautiful voice. This is my autographed Bob Hope portrait. I got Mr. Hope to sign this when his wife, Dolores Hope, got her star on Hollywood Boulevard. I believe it was her 5th star. And I think this was in 1999. Again, very, very fortunate to get Bob Hope to sign a painting. Love the painting, loved Bob Hope, and all that he did. I've always loved Jerry Seinfeld. Love his show, love his demeanor, love his stand-up. Got Jerry to sign this for me at a talk show here in Southern California. I believe it was the late 90s. I got Jim Carrey to sign this painting for me at the premiere for Mr. Popper's Penguins, early 2011. Loved Jim Carrey, loved his work, and fortunate to get him to sign it. I met Chris Farley on the set of Almost Heroes in 1996 or 97, and was fortunate. As far as I know, it was the last movie he was working on, and I got him to sign this before his passing. Loved Chris Farley's comedy, and thank you, Mr. Farley. I got Dick Van Dyke to sign this painting for me at the Grove in LA. I love the way the painting came out. One of my favorite all-time movies was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. This is not Caractacus from that movie. This was Bert from Mary Poppins. But it's Dick Van Dyke, and unmistakably Dick Van Dyke, and always loved him and his work. And so thankful that he signed this for me. This is my autographed Steve Martin portrait. He signed this for me when he was shooting Bowfinger's Big Thing in Westwood, California. Always loved Steve Martin's comedy, love his music. Again, very fortunate to get the painting signed. This is my autographed Tom Hanks portrait. He signed this for me at the premiere of The Pacific in December 2010. I've always loved Big, and this is as close to the Big era as I could find a picture of Tom Hanks. Love the movie, love Tom Hanks. Everything he's done is great. One of my favorite shows in the 70s growing up when I was a kid was Taxi, and loved Louis De Palma, and got Danny DeVito. He signed this for me a few months ago. Love the way the painting came out, and Danny's just great. And a really cool autograph. This is my Clint Eastwood signed painting. This is the first painting I ever painted with the intention of trying to get it autographed, and it worked. I was on the set of In the Line of Fire in '93 and waited about 10 hours. I got there at 7 a.m. and Clint came out and signed it for me at 5 p.m. It was a long day and a lot of waiting, but when that Clint Eastwood gets on it, I'm a happy guy. I was very fortunate. I mean, he's just one of the greatest actors of our time ever. And thank you, Mr. Eastwood. This is the painting that started this whole hobby of mine, this lifelong passion. This is Kenny Loggins. I painted this in 1982. 10 years later, in 1992, I was just lucky to get Kenny to autograph this for me. Once he autographed it, I took it home and I hung it on my wall. I went, hey, I like that. I'm going to see if I can do that again and paint with the purpose of getting it autographed and not just be lucky to get it signed 10 years later. So that's when I did the Clint Eastwood. Clint signed it for me, and then I was on a roll. And I've been doing it since 92. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to hearing from you.